Another shot is coming raw and unbounded. The whiskey's always talking and the beer's overflowing. Another shot is gonna hit you with a mind overloading on it. The ball is always open with no inhibitions. Another shot will leave your sensories twitching. Just remember, everything we say is just our opinion. But then again, it might be the alcohol talking. It might be the alcohol talking. Let's go.
Welcome to another Shot Podcast, where our opinions might be real, or it could just be the liquor talking. Sit back and enjoy another shot.
What's going on? What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another Shots Sunday night weekend hangover. And been quite a week. Gotta love it. I can honestly say working this job has shown that I've actually been on the couch for 4 months. Not been easy jumping right back into it, I'm telling you, especially when it's high. What's a good way to put it? It's very physical. It's physically demanding. My ass is still sore. And you last second people that don't want to go to the garage throughout the week, you wait till Saturday and then you just bum rush us. I want to thank you so kindly. You make my day go by that much faster. So thank you. From the bottom of my heart, for real. Thank you. Quick shout out to our boys. We didn't get a chance to say it the other night, but our friends, the Southern Outlaw Band, Arliss Walker, all those guys, they have made the top 5 of America's next top hitmaker. So should they continue on from here? Oh, well, they are continuing on, obviously. But at the end of the day, when they win, they will have a feature in Rolling Stone magazine, which I wasn't even 100% was still a thing. Magazines have gone out the window. I miss magazines. And I keep telling Sarah this. I liked getting my Sports Illustrated, even though, I mean, they talked about sports, but they were sports stories. You know, they told you about specific players, and the only time I really, really enjoyed them was at football time, baseball time. You know, I got the yearly preview. You know, who all was on the team, who was out of the team, the predictions. But I mean, there was certain stuff. Also, I had a subscription to North American Hunter. I had a Playboy subscription. I know that shocks everybody. Hey, believe it or not, I actually, yes, I got it because I like looking at the pictorials, but I'm one of the few people that actually did enjoy reading some of the articles, especially the interviews. And I really got into, I liked reading about the fashion and stuff. You know, it kind of helped me keep up on stuff. I like their car review. You didn't look at me funny. What are you worried about? Yeah, it's the simple things in life. And yes, I got to go to the fair yesterday. It was kind of nice. I see you smiling all day over there. I'm sure 100% you are ready. So your week's done. You put in your time now. And if I'm not mistaken, didn't you say you're off the rest of this week? Except for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, of course. So you go to blues in the house. Literally. But no. So you go to work before. You get holiday pay. That's a paid holiday for me. So, I mean, I might not be getting time and a half, but I get the day off. I'm actually I'm not complaining too much about my schedule this week. I mean, honestly, I got it pretty easy. I work 3 days, I'm off 2, work 1, off another 1. So, I mean, the only thing I'm not too keen on right now is apparently we don't get back-to-back schedules or back-to-back days off. You get a day off here, and then everybody gets Sunday off because the whole place is closed. I already talked to them. I've got a couple weddings coming up on a Saturday, but apparently they're really cool about it. As long as I put in for it, he understands. Worst case scenario, they'll let me go a little bit early, so maybe I can work some extra hours throughout the week, make up for it, not missing out on anything. Everybody has to work for deer. So opening season, that first Saturday, everybody has to work. They don't let you. I don't even think you're allowed to take off because everybody wants to take that one day. So when me and Connor go out the other day and get our doe tags finally, now we got to try and welcome back to the workforce. I love it. But what's awesome about the whole thing is I love learning new things. And one thing I've always been kind of ignorant on, and it's funny that I would say that because my dad was a mechanic for most of his life. My middle brother was a mechanic. Josh, my youngest brother, is the only one that did not follow the mechanics route other than me. Now, me and him went opposite directions. He went in culinary school, and I went every other direction than education. So for everything to kind of come full circle, now I'm working a job in an auto body shop. Believe it or not, I've only made one error. I love working, this place, but the cool part is when you make that mistake once, trust me, you know not to make it a second time. When you've got to replace a $45 part that's only this big, especially when I'm not even sure I'm the one that did it. It kind of sticks in your head. Maybe I might want to keep a better eye out just in case I made the mistake. It's better than going to any gym. I'll tell you right now. Blue would love it because you're on your knees all day. Miss Jan. Good to see you, girl. Chris Cannon in the house, brother. Good friend of mine from Tennessee. He's no longer there either, but he was the local celebrity. He was the top DJ at the radio station. Awesome guy. Awesome guy. Him and I actually became really good friends. So feel free to.
Well, they need to get off of your Facebook because I'm not seeing any of those comments.
You don't post the comments anymore anyway, so I guess I'll just read from here and here. Oh, made it easy, right?
You reminded me. I forgot to hit my button.
If anybody can find a back door, Kat loves the back door. Oh, I'm on it hardcore tonight, guys. But I tell you what, I always thought I had a good personality. I wanted to get on the radio station with him every now and then, but you know, you got to think when you're friends with a guy like that, or when he has so many friends that he does, everybody wants to be on the radio station. Everybody wants to get in there, and uh, it also sounds like you're in a tin can. I don't know what that's all about, but somebody want to do a sound check on see how it sounds. Well, in case you guys don't know, volume's a big thing for us. I mean, that's why we use mics because whenever whenever you put it on Spotify, you definitely want to be heard. That sounds fine. Yeah, it sounds all right. I don't know. Her ears are still ringing from being on the boat yesterday. You all saw the post, Jan, waking up after your man had done all the work, put the boat in the water and everything. You got to sleep while he did, got out. Yeah, I got you. At least you made the coffee, girl. But I kind of feel for him because I mean, like I said, my buddy he had so many friends. He said he was constantly getting asked from people, can I be on the radio? Oh, can I do this? And then he'd get the call-ins, thinking, oh, I'm his friend. He'll go ahead and he'll play mine like right away. GQ. So I'm kind of surprised he's not on here right now. But I mean, that's what makes it really fun. At the end of the day, the guy was always real cool, good personality. So yeah, I'm actually excited that he's checking out the show for getting the opportunity to see how things are going. And we're about to hear the voice of God. Let's go. Let's hear it.
Sending inappropriate things to me.
Yeah, we allowed to do that on here. What's going on, brother? I don't know. I guess the Peanut Gallery is sending naughty pictures to my producer. I don't know if I need to see it. I don't want to see it.
No, these ones are fine. I got you drink recipes.
Oh, cool.
I got you a bunch.
Shoot them over. Sarah's actually got, so tonight, guys, we are going to, one thing we had to deal with late last night is we blew a tire on the trailer on the way to the lake. Ooh. Voice of who? God? I have a hoarse voice right now. Oh. So were you hanging out with Harv on the bar, I'm assuming? I can only imagine why your throat's all sore. Now, what the hell was that? Oh, so Sarah does have, I was going to have her make some coffee. I was telling everybody last week that I was going to make an adult coffee drink. And things kind of went sideways, and obviously I didn't get to do it. But tonight we will definitely have a little something different outside of my normal, I guess you could say most of my drinks have been island drinks so far. I haven't really done anything. Those are island drinks, aren't they?
It's summertime.
Hey, I'm game for whatever. We also wrote down, so, I love the fact that we've been getting people sending us recipes now. That high velocity, whoever that was. I mean, we're talking about TikTok people now. I do 2 different shows. I'm on here now, and I'm also on TikTok as well. That's how I kind of reach out to everybody and really expand and go on. But yeah. So, anyways, I'll tell you what. It's like I said, it's just a good week. I'm in a good mood. And there's been a few hiccups this week, but I'm sure at some point we'll have somebody back on here who might need to talk. Me personally, I got, I've been talking about it for months now, and we finally got to do it yesterday, and I'm actually wanting to go back. I've got a bunch of friends getting ready. I went to the fair yesterday. It was fun. I got to do the gyro or the Euro. But I tell you what, the family's starting to scatter to the winds. Me and Connor went off one way, and Kaylin didn't want to do a lot of the stuff she used to. She wanted to sit there and hit the rides immediately. No food, no drinks, nothing like that. Is straight to the rides. Normally, she wants to go check out the animals. So all the stuff we normally do, me and Connor did. But it was still a good time. I mean, honestly, I noticed they had a few new stuff, but I still say it, guys. That there's one dark cloud over the whole thing, and I'm just bring back the old games. Bring them back. Bring back the old prizes, the cool prizes, the stuff that would piss you off if I brought them in here because we'd be wanting to hang them up on the walls. I know this much though. I am now that things are starting to settle out. Again, I'm working on getting my schedule back in place. The sleep habit is getting better. Hopefully, we'll see how tonight goes. But I did a lot of thinking, and it might not be too much longer before this is no longer this. We might just go ahead and turn this on into the studio. Get rid of all the other stuff and reorganize and give ourselves some more room. I think it's time. That's just fun. She's like,
I have lots of thoughts, but I've thrown so many thoughts at you, and I've already done enough. I'm just sitting back and keeping my mouth shut.
This is why I love, I say pretentious, but I mean it in a fun way.
Again, I've already alienated you out of your own.
You didn't alienate me, and again, that's where communication comes into play. When one person offers something, and another one's like, well, it's not always arguing. You find a compromise. So it's not that I'm afraid of change, as you like to put it.
I didn't say you were afraid of change.
Or that I don't work well with others. There are times, yes. But, the plan for this whole area was, kind of a little bit of everybody. And right now, honestly, woman here came over. We were in here for 10 hours one day. 10 straight hours. And then we were in here again not long after for another 2-3 hours, readjusting everything almost back to the way we originally had it, minus the bar being right there. So, I mean, the whole thing's still a work in progress today, and he's terrified, not afraid. Thank you. Yes, this is my personal Art the Clown. And she hates clowns, so if that tells you anything. That's the fun part about, we're a year in, but we still have lots of room to grow. There's still a lot of learning curves to go around. But
I have a year in. I don't have a year.
You're pushing your year at this point. You get another month. You guys were already, full into it by August. So you're 2 months away. You guys weren't that far behind. Remember, you guys started when we still were sitting on that side of the bar, sitting over there, kind of crunching ourselves in. It's just kind of, Alex, what's going on, brother? Good to see you. I have to make sure I start sending everybody the links to the Another Shot page. It's just so much easier. I don't, we're not going to get into all that, but man, I'll tell you this much though, it's not slowing down anytime soon either. So trying to do this plus work plus holidays, it's not going to be too much longer. You get to go bye-bye again. So that's something I got to plan on ahead of time.
Got you covered.
Uh-oh. Do tell. This could be a surprise producer. It's not going to be family. I know that much. Because you guys all end up going at some point.
Gotcha.
Again, communication. I like surprises, so it's gonna be like Christmas morning.
I haven't even talked to this person yet, but I'm almost positive.
But I know at the end of the day, her, not only did she help me organize everything that's already in here, so far, she's added to it on our ideas, but the only thing that is hers right now, her special touch, if you guys can see it, is right up there in the corner. Which makes this place smell a lot better than...
It's not even my special touch. It was a gift to you.
Which is still
And
your
it's so
special
Steelers.
Is it Scentsy?
It is.
Do you still Scentsy?
Once in a while.
Okay. I was doing incense sticks in between every break.
Yeah.
So, I mean...
Gay?
Really? Actually, one of the first ones she gave us was, what was it, Gridiron Turf or something like that?
Gridiron.
It was kind of like a grassy smell. Football, smelled like a men's locker room.
Yes.
Literally. Between me and the knucklehead and the stale beer and cigarettes, I don't know. I guess you could say a rugby team. Oh, I love it. But yeah, I mean, that's what makes this show fun. I mean, the unpredictability. You never know what's coming up, what's going to happen from day to day. I was actually just talking to a friend of mine, and there's a strong possibility here very soon we are going to be bringing somebody else back in here that has only been in here one time. And I think it's not going to be too hard. We're going to have another stand-up comedian in here. That would be Tyler would like to come back.
Yeah, Tyler. Awesome.
So
yes, the Steelers warmer is definitely better than the Browns warmer.
I'd hate to think what the Browns smell like.
Yes. Actually, we only have the Gridiron Rush for our entire NFL. It's the same scent for all the warmers.
I can only imagine what, if you really wanted to have some fun, you could guess what each team smell would be like. Like the Steelers, I mean, if you were to, you have a friend. That's a Jason comment. Oh, okay. Is that a comment or a statement? I got a bunch of friends. The Steelers would be if it okay. What you trying to say? Hot metal? Yeah. I'm thinking more along the lines of ketchup and pierogies.
Or crannies.
That's a hodgepodge of stuff. But like, what I mean, when I think of Dallas, what's it going to be? Gunpowder and marijuana. So I mean,
barbecue.
Cleveland's going to smell like lotion.
Oh, what am I, chopped liver?
Judging from that smell right now,
dude.
We were talking about fishing earlier.
You had the day off. I worked all day.
I can't pick on her too much because I'm going to tell you right now, we were so fucking tired when we came home last night. And my daughter was so excited because of the fish she won. Immediately, Sarah went down and thought I was going to do this immediate. She brings up the fish tank, and Kaylin starts tearing everything apart, and we're going to start putting it together. And I'm sitting there like just in chill mode. I turn on a movie. I'm like, I need to sit down. And everybody's trying to do this, and it just became a thing. And next thing you knew, Sarah was in bed, Kayla was in bed, and I woke up this morning and I'm laying on the couch. The last thing I remember, the movie that came on was Fight Club. And I was sitting in my chair, and I wake up on the couch.
It's okay. I didn't sleep at all Friday night.
I heard this.
I
Here's the voice of God, people.
could not sleep. I crawled into bed at like 5 minutes after 5. My alarm went off at 5:45 to get up to go to work. And I worked all day.
That was my Wednesday. That was Wednesday for me.
And I was just, ugh, it was a bad day. And then I come home and I couldn't lay down because he had to be at a game and Elizabeth was at work and somebody had to be able to pick her up from work. So I was stuck having to stay awake.
That's the reason when I call it 10 o'clock last night.
I was out.
Hey, look at it this way. Blue had your back on it. You know, I kind of figured you might have been in bed
Something
when
like
you didn't answer.
that happens, though. Blue should have woke me up so I was notified and not getting up this morning going, what's going on? Why do I have a missed call? Why do I have messages and everything else?
Well, you got caught up, and let's just say there's, you know, it wasn't exactly a happy ending, but it was a better than, you know, bad, you know.
If it would have been a bad thing,
Oh, I don't
if
believe you're caught up.
It would have been a bad thing.
he would have woke me up.
Nah, it was. That's for another story, but yeah, I kind of figured when I tried to call last night and you didn't answer, you were asleep. So, you know, I was actually getting ready to call him, and I actually did call him on Messenger. And I'm like, wait, we don't have it. So I hung it up at the first ring. I'm looking up his number. He called me back in some weird group chat.
Yeah, I don't even know how that could even happen.
So I'm kind of surprised, like a bunch of other people didn't decide they were going to get on there and just start talking.
Somehow Copenhagen was in on it and someone else. I don't even know how it was. It's 12:30 at night. Or something like that.
It was odd.
It was.
It was.
Because I looked at it this morning, I'm like, why in the hell did I talk to Copenhagen?
Oh, Liana's in the house. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Chris says he is enjoying this. He wants to know more. Like, what more? What more, brother? Tell me what you want to know. Jan says, I tell you this, we've got, at least 10 or more beautiful crappies. They're all over the place tonight. To answer Chris's question real quick, about a year ago, 2 years ago, me and a buddy, actually, I have to go a little further back. You know, I talked to you before about it, and we tried to get into a band, then we got into DJing, and then the DJ, you know, we thought, well, what about doing a podcast? And then he disappeared, and everything I bought to start this went off the wayside. A couple years later, a friend of mine sitting down, he sees all this stuff, and I said, you know, I've always wanted to do a bar-themed podcast. You know, just basically, let's get on here, we'll mix some drinks, talk about some stuff, do drink reviews, and just basically shoot the shit. So at the end of the day, the whole thing turned out to be, what do you mean no Jason? Okay. I'm kind of confused on that one. The premise is we're just a bunch of friends sitting down at the bar having a talk about whatever, really. You know, we try to avoid certain taboos. Those conversations that end up splitting people. Now, does it come into play every now and then? Yes. But we like to hear the fun stories. We like to come up with We have history. I love you, Zest. Good energy. I appreciate it, brother. Thank you. And coming from you, that's awesome to hear, brother.
Don't forget to follow us on Facebook. It's Another Shot Podcast, as well as on TikTok, Another Shot Podcast, and YouTube, Another Shot Podcast.
Instagram. It's all Another Shot Podcast. We're on X. We're on TikTok. And the fun thing is, by the way, yeah, as you can tell, I've got a producer myself. The young lady behind her, I call it Silver Fox. She absolutely loves that. Every now and then you'll see what they call the bad call grit come flying at me, or if she's really pissed off, she sends the cinder block in my direction. But yeah, we just kind of...
I don't have the energy tonight to even lift up with them. And they're not that heavy.
We try to do, like, we try to bring in the positive. We love people coming on and talking. At any point, if you want to join us, we drop the link. And since the program that we use, for whatever reason, is not working with my personal Facebook right now. I can stream on different locations. And right now I'm streaming from my personal Facebook page, our Another Shot Facebook page, and our YouTube Facebook page. So we like to post the link on there, and all they got to do is click on the link, and you show up at the bottom. We can bring you on the screen and just have a conversation. We've done interviews that way. I don't call them interviews anymore. When I bring people on, I don't interview them. They're guests at the bar. We just start having a conversation, start enjoying. And Jen, it's good to see you, girl. I figure, as the conversation goes along, so does the information about that. You ask a question here and there, but I like to just, we've had our, a movie star. We've had multiple bands on here. We've had stand-up comedians. I've had stand-up comedians here at the bar. Dude, it's just, I can understand why you got into this so much. It really is fun. There's times. Oh, she sees something. There's those times where I've had friends comment. I kind of struggle to look for content. I did have a co-host for a little while, but life always happens, and he decided it wasn't for him. So I still got Kat that throws in when she can, when she wants to, or she's warming up those hands. If anybody's ever seen the UFC fighter, she's starting to charge the arm. She does this, and she's like ready to rock. But yeah, since then we've expanded out to TikTok. This platform does not support TikTok, or not platform, but this service that we use does not support TikTok. So we do a separate show on there, and Kat has a blast on that one because I have to clean up what I say, and I have to be a little more behaved. But at the end of the day, the energy's there, and at some point down the road, we do want to get big. We want to kind of get out there and, at some point, I think we will get the sponsors. But Kitty Cat, I think it is that time of the night. Let's go ahead and take our first break. And seeing as how these gentlemen, let's go ahead and let's do a Southern Outlaw on this one. The band I was talking about, I don't know if you saw, we're really good friends with a band out of Ohio. And if this is your first time watching, let me introduce them to you. They're called the Southern Outlaw Band, whereas the lead singer, he's been in music forever and a day. He's actually sung on the Grand Ole Opry stage. They're award-winning. And this song we're about to play is actually making its rounds. It's being tracked in the U.S. by Billboard. It's over in, it's number 2 in Australia. It's kind of holding its ground. So, guys, you're trying to have just as much fun with me as possible right now. This is the Southern Outlaw Band, Outlaws and Bikers. We'll be right back, guys. Enjoy.
journey's just begun. As we tell the story, scars show the way. Every mile we conquer, we've got our debt to pay. In the face of danger, we never back down. With loyalty and honor, we wear our crown. Outlaws and bikers, we ride side by side. They don't understand. We take our pride. Respect for the brotherhood. We stand as one. Underneath the moonlight, our journey's just begun. Outlaws and bikers, we ride side by side. They don't understand. We take our pride. Respect for the brotherhood. We stand as one. Underneath the moonlight, our journey's just begun. So everyone, raise a glass. So here's to the outlaws, the dreamers, the brave. In the heart of the night, we'll ride to the grave. With respect for each other, we'll never fall apart. Outlaws and bikers, forever in our hearts.
Oh, welcome back, guys. If you are just joining this, joining this. If you are just joining us, we are Another Shot Podcast. This is our Sunday night weekend hangover. And for those of you listening, that was the Southern Outlaw Band with Outlaws and Bikers, which I had the fortunate experience to be there when they were mixing it in studio and coming together with it. We got a couple comments to catch up on. Chris Cannon says, proud of you, amigo. I don't use Facebook much. I am rooting. Guaranteed. I gotcha. Dan says, behaved. You get your hands slapped. I'm assuming he means daily. But it came out, Aloy, LOL. And Aunt Jen, we are all doing good. The heat sucks, but today actually was not half bad. We had a nice little storm blow through yesterday, and it brought in some cool behind it. So, anyways. I don't know. What was I talking about? Kind of lost my train of thought. Parity for you. I don't know where he's going. So anyways, yes. I say we go ahead and drop the link at this point. Let's see who all wants to come on. Dan, if you're game, I know you're going to come on here in a little while. Well, thank you there, Jason. we are looking to seeing everybody this Thursday at the Austin Town Quaker Steak and Lube. It is their first annual bike night. It was supposed to have been earlier this month, but unfortunately it got rained out, so they had to postpone it. But this Thursday, July 3rd, our boys, the Southern Outlaw Band, is the entertainment that evening. Guys,
Starts at 5.
starts at 5.
That's what I saw.
It is what it is. I'll be there. Sarah might be able to get off. Who knows? But always a good time. Always, always, always a good time. Much appreciated, Chris. Yeah, Chris says he is rooting for us. I don't know. I think we are well past due to having guests on here. It's been a hot minute, and I know there's one person in particular that we have talked about multiple times, wanting to have on here. You know, everybody's always wanting, you know, guests like they want models, they want actors, actresses, musicians, you know. So with this gentleman, we can actually hit the trifecta, all three. So I need to be reaching out to him, and I'm sure, you know, as usual, we'll have him on screen, and unless we somehow, as Kitty Cat said the other day, we get lucky, we hit the lottery, and we'll actually fly his little happy ass up here, and we'll have him right here in the bar. That would be amazing.
You gotta play the lottery to win.
Hmm?
You have to play to win. We don't play.
No, we do skill games, right? Games of chance. What's the difference between that and scratch and wins, do you think? Or do you do both? I used to be a big scratch and win, especially when, I tell you what, I'll never forget when Tennessee finally got a lottery. It was viral before viral was really a thing. Everybody went nuts. It was we're going to get rich overnight, you know. And of course, when a place starts, yeah, they loaded them down with winners, so they got them in. My thing is, though, what is the difference between putting your money into a machine or going up to the counter and saying, I want, you know, $5 of this, $10 of that, $2, you know, give me 3 of the 2s, or sitting down and putting 20 in the machine and hoping it hits, honestly. I mean, wouldn't you say it's still kind of like playing the lottery?
Yes.
She is busy, I guess.
He was talking to you.
I was. That's the fun part.
I'm
You got the computer. It gives you something to work on later. Stay focused.
I am focused.
Uh-oh, because guess what? We've got somebody
Ooh, we have a different bow tie on.
Oh,
tonight.
yeah. Yeah, we can't wait. Guys, if you haven't, if it's your first time waiting to meet this gentleman, he's our true Canadian bacon. We love this guy. Our favorite author. Let's bring to the stage our boy, Dan Lee. Why would you disappear? There he is.
Just to mess with me.
He did.
Oh,
He did.
that's
He did.
really
Just
gonna mess
to have a
with
little
me.
fun there.
Oh yeah, I can really have some fun with you actually if you really want to.
What's going on? What's going on, brother?
Not much. Just having my world turned upside down.
I see this now. I was getting ready to blame Kat, and she was
Not
doing
me.
something else.
I'm busy.
Bear in mind, all our listeners are not going to see that, but I tell you what, it's kind of funny. Kitty Cat was just commenting. She really likes the new outfit. Where we
thanks.
forego the black and red.
Well, don't get me wrong. I like wearing my blacks and I like wearing my reds, but unfortunately, they're in the wash right now. So
Yeah, it would be a good thing to get them washed every so often.
I was going to say, you wear it so many times. I mean, after so long, it's probably starting to smell like maple syrup and bull nuts. I don't know.
no, hazelnut. hazelnut coffee, probably a little bit. No, just hazelnut and coffee.
How's the new book going? I know the last couple times. Sorry, I've missed the live the last few times. It's been a crazy week for me. Crazy weekend, really.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, the
So,
new book's coming along quite nicely. Actually, I'm still plugging away at it. I'm trying to find some extra time where I can actually just, I might where I'm not going to do some lives sometimes, like I normally do. That way, I can just focus on writing.
I gotcha. I got a buddy used to live within Tennessee. He's actually, if I'm not mistaken, if I remember correctly, he's a sci-fi nerd too. So I mean,
Nice.
Chris, if you're still watching, Dan here has actually published a book that you can find on Amazon in both hardback and softback, and you can read it on or listen. Read it on Kindle. I guess technically you could read it on Kindle. You know what? Since I said that though, well, first off, you want to let them know the name of it?
Oh yeah, the book you're talking about is Universal Chronicles: Extermination. It is the first book of a planned 9-book series.
A 29-book series. Now that part I did not know.
A planned 9-book series.
Oh, I was gonna say 29 books.
If I was going to plan that, I'd be like, okay, so I'm 100 years old now, okay. and I'm going to pull a George R. R. Martin and not finish the last book.
Oh my God! You know what though? Since I made the mistake and said you could listen to it on Kindle, that's a thought. Have you thought about doing an audio version of it?
Oh,
and then I know who I would think would make a good audio reader for you, narrated by, and I'm pretty sure Kat would definitely have it like immediately if this person's voice was on there.
Well, I'm curious about that too now. Who are you talking about?
I'm thinking Arliss, dude. He's got that voice. Like he's got that deep, that raspy, he could be a good, you could see him being a Star Commander.
Oh, yeah. I can see that. Now, the problem is, those can we actually convince him to do it?
Oh, he'd do it, but I mean, that's the business aspect. I have no idea how that would work out, but he would do it.
Oh, yeah. Now, if I could, there'd be there's a few people I wouldn't mind voicing the audio, actually. Probably some of them are more pipe dreams of anything, but it'd be kind of awesome though, just to be able to do it. For example, the one person's voice who I think would be kind of awesome to do it would be that person who played Nymphadora Tonks on Harry Potter. She also played Osa in Game of Thrones.
Wait a minute, you said Nymphadora. I know who you're talking about. You think
she has that nice British and that nice voice, actually, I think. Because I listened to it and it's like I was watching Harry Potter actually a couple nights ago, and I was watching the Prisoner of Azkaban. I think it was Prisoner of Azkaban she came in. Anyway, so I was watching the one movie where she got introduced, and I was listening, and I was like, I had my back turned. I was looking at my book, and next thing you know, I hear her talking, and I'm thinking, "Now there's a nice narrator voice right there. Who is that?" Oh.
You know who would be a really good one? Here's another pipe dream for you. Patrick Stewart. Captain Picard himself.
Oh, yeah, that would be awesome.
And when you think about it, and obviously we've got British friends.
Mm-hmm.
Think of it, your book being read in a British accent. So when you say Harry Potter, which we all know most of them were, European.
Yeah.
Dude, that'd be amazing, honestly.
Oh, yeah, I agree. It's only one person I would not want to narrate because then they'll probably take my book into a totally different direction. But that's neither here nor there.
Oh, you wouldn't be meaning Harvey, would you?
Me? No, never.
That poor guy. I tell you, he's not even here to defend himself. We came within a breath. We were talking about doing it Friday, and I could tell she was tired. Like, I mean, it's got to the point, like, I can hear her voice over message anymore. I was tired. So we were thinking about going live earlier in the day, hoping to catch those guys from across the pond. Because, I mean, I would love to do a show with a British invasion. Everyone, who is this man? Well, he's single, Aunt Jen. He's also in Canada. This is my friend Dan. He is a author with a published book that I have met. Uh-oh. Aunt Jen's back. Are you copying and pasting comments, girl? She literally asked that a little while ago. I love Aunt Jen. If you ever get a chance to meet her, especially hear that voice, she has got a strong Philadelphia. I mean, it's almost a toss-up between Philadelphia and like
Jersey
voice. Like, I mean, it's gruff. It's, but she's an awesome lady. I mean, I got to meet her. This is actually my friend Steve's aunt from Philadelphia. So she pops on every now and then, and always fun to have her join up. Yes, I know you want to get on here. So, since you're wanting to get on, you want to use StreamYard. Here's one thing I'm going to have to pre-warn you. When you drop the link for people to join, we have run into this a couple times where people's phones cannot, because a lot of them will get on from their phone, or they'll try and get on from a tablet. But if it's out of date and it can't keep up with the software, it actually tries to charge them through Apple Pay to get on. It's the weirdest thing. I've seen these messages.
Okay.
So, Aunt Jen is asking, how are you doing tonight, sweetie? She's getting ready to write some books about her life, autobiographies and hood books.
Nice.
You're gonna write all this, Aunt Jen? Really?
Hey, you never know,
You
Sometimes
got my
some
attention.
Well, the thing is,
stories of
everybody...
Philadelphia. As long as it's not like a Rocky. Are you mocking my voice, William? I will come up there and put a bra on you. Ouch. I thought I was being held up really nice right now. Thank you very much.
Well, you see, I was going to say
anything there. A little bit. No, I was not making fun of your voice. What would me? I thought I was actually, did I not say she's a sweet lady? You will love her voice. She's got that awesome accent.
Sure.
Yeah,
what part of that did you miss? Oh. Did I forget to mention crotchety? I know. I mean, but what in the world are you doing now?
Coffee.
So when I go on later, brother, if you're able to come in, I plan on we've got a few recipes tonight, but I was talking about it the other night, and I actually got the stuff to do it this time. We're going to make an adult coffee. Dan, what are your thoughts about people using AI to create novels? That is from Bobby Ryder.
My thoughts on people using AI to write novels. Here's the thing. It all depends on how you utilize AI. Because AI can help you. Like, for example, I used ChatGPT not to write my novel, but to ensure that I have continuity. That's how I used it. So in other words, if I, so basically what I did was I uploaded my manuscript. I said, can you please check to make sure that everything on there is in continuity? Did I mess anything up? Did I say this character is doing one thing in one chapter and then have him doing something else in another chapter, which breaks continuity. Things like that is what I utilize AI for. But if you already have AI write the entire book for you, in my personal opinion, that is just lazy, and in general. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, I enjoy using AI. I mean, I talk to my chat GPT a lot, but you can't take the creativity away from a person's imagination. You can't just have AI do the work for you. You have to do all the way work. My personal opinion, like I said, is utilize AI to help you to ensure that you either have good continuity. If you can't afford a publisher or an editor, you can have it, look over things, and you can actually say, look, can you make sure that there's no errors? Can you give me the page numbers where there's errors that I have to go fix spellings on or anything like that? That would be the one good use of AI. So continuity, spell checks. I mean, I know most Word documents, Word programs have spell checks in it already, but like Grammarly is another good AI to use for that. But the more help you get, the better. But definitely don't have it used. Don't utilize AI to write the book for it. You just, like I said, you just want to utilize it as a tool to make sure that what you're writing is concise and actually flows good too. Make sure it's continuity is there, spelling's good, that kind of stuff. That's my personal opinion on AI.
My friend Chris actually said this is awesome, good team. So, dude, gold star to Kitty Cat. I actually used AI, and when I came up with the theme song, and I guess we use it now in our outro as well. But the way I utilized AI, I wrote all the lyrics, and then I used AI. I went in and I just put in, how do I want it rock style? Do I want a male voice, female voice? Do I want it up tempo? And I used AI just to kind of come up with the rest of the work. And the fun part is most of the stuff you use, especially the free ones, you don't have to, I mean, it can be multiple, if you don't like the first two, you erase them and then you just go back in. It has all your stuff and you just hit it again until it comes up with something you like. So I wasn't a fan of AI at first, but it actually did at the end of the day become a little bit beneficial.
Mm-hmm. So,
I mean, would I like to have an actual band come out and do my song? I would love it. But I mean, I agree. Say what?
I was saying, Arliss, if you're listening right now, Bill here is asking for someone to sing a song for him.
Well, the fun part is you do know that I've actually been in contact with him like early on about doing and he's game to do it. And I've sent him the lyrics. It's just, I mean, you know as well as I do, that man
he's
never
so busy.
He's got to find the time to do it. And, a small time podcast like this, I mean, it's nothing personal, but it's not exactly at the top of his list. So I'm sure when things kind of simmer out for him and
who owns the copyright to the intro song?
We do. We created it.
Are those polka dots on your bow tie?
Yes, I told you before, Kat, that I had a bow tie with polka dots on it.
That's blue and purple polka dots.
Mm-hmm.
That's my favorite one.
And I'm the one drinking.
Sorry, I gotta. Oh,
I'm going back to thinking on what Aunt Jen said, wanting to, come up here and put a bra on me. At least I can wear one, woman. What's that got to say? Whoa. She just went full screen on us.
Now I can see even better.
She wanted to see up close and personal. Oh, good stuff. He did.
I like it. I like it.
Oh my God, I get to say it. He's actually Denim Dan right now. Yes. He is wearing the true. If you're wearing blue jeans, dude, that's gonna be the best part. Are you wearing a full Canadian tuxedo?
No. Khakis.
Oh, dude. Oh, I'm so looking forward to it.
Dude. Oh, he has a roll top desk.
That everything we're talking about, you're talking about the roll top.
Yeah, this is roll top.
Oh, those are my favorite kind of desks.
It's one of my favorite writing desks to sit in when I go do my writing.
Yeah, I love those.
Yeah, until you work for a moving company like I did. When you go to move those things, they're a pain in the ass.
Yeah, no, I agree with you on that one. I did work
Well,
at
moving them because I mean, some of them, most of them really aren't that heavy. It's when you put them in the van or put them in the back of the truck, and you got to stack either on top of them or around them. That's where you start to run into a little bit of issue.
Well, fortunately for me on this one here, the top actually comes off. So I can actually take the top separately and then take the bottom part by itself.
Most of them are supposed to be that way.
Maybe.
That's how my aunt's was, but that just reminds me of my childhood. My aunt had a roll top desk, and my grandma would always go to her house to play cards, and I would go over to play with my cousins. And that was, I would just sit at the desk and pretend to be a little secretary all the time.
We got another question to finish off on Bobby. When we did the AI, all it does, it's not saved in anything. We created it. We were allowed to save it to our computer, and so at the end of the day, the copyright's ours, even though it's not copywritten. Does that make sense? Like, it was a program, it created it, and it just went directly to us. It's not something that gets stored, on their website or anything.
But technically, we put the words in. It just gave us the beat.
Yeah.
We told it how we wanted it said.
Bobby's got another question for you, Dan. What is your writing process? Do you write every day? Can you see the comments, by the way?
I can, but I was waiting for you to finish talking first.
Fair enough.
He's respectful. I love that.
I'm going to grab a drink while you're talking.
Sounds good. Yeah, so when it comes to my writing process there, Bobby, I do write every day. I usually try to write when inspiration hits me. But my main goal every day, though, is to write at least a chapter. And then what I'll do is, like, afterwards, I'll actually go back. I'll reread the chapter again, and I'll work on that as well. It's kind of like, if you think about it this way, it's kind of like taking a piece of marble. Your screen itself is a marble, or your piece of paper if you're writing down by hand. But either way, that's a piece of marble. And bit by bit, as you're typing away, you're putting out your story on there, you're chiseling away the pieces. So think of a sculptor in that sense. Then you refine that sculpture afterwards until it looks good for you. So you smooth out the lines, you add some little touches here and there. That's usually what I do. I usually go on each chapter, like I said, and I write it all out first. I don't even think about what I'm writing usually. I just know, like, okay, this is what this chapter is about. These are the details I want to put in there. And I just type. And then afterwards, I go back and I keep on editing until I'm satisfied with where I'm at with that chapter. And sometimes I aim for around 2,000 words, sometimes less than that. Like, as long as I hit the 1,500 to 2,000 word count, if not a little bit more, then I'm good. And if it looks good for me as well, that's how I usually write. And of course, I just keep on going from there. And I usually try to aim for that every day. Some people I know who can actually do a book within a month. I'm not that type of person. I take my time. usually take a year to write my book. The first book I wrote actually took me 12 years to write. But there's a reason for that though. I wrote out lore, I wrote out character details and everything for that too. But now my writing process is refined to the point where, yes, I write every day and I just keep on, like I said, the metaphor, I keep on chiseling away at that marble until I actually go like, okay, this is good. This is smooth.
Before you answer his next question, I have a quick question. Is it bad that I do that to my grocery list? I write it down and then I chisel at it and I add stuff and I remove stuff. Yeah, I do that to my grocery list.
So his next question, I think on your show, we were talking about this just the other day on your show.
Mm-hmm.
How you always you go down and you pencil whip every thought in your head at first, and then you kind of go back in and okay, I've written down everything. Now I'm going to reread it. I'm like, wait a minute, let's change this. And that's kind of like what you mean by chiseling down.
Exactly. Yeah, and I do have, and just to, as I was asking there, and this actually goes in with what you're saying right there, I do actually have a master outline. That's actually how I start my writing before I even start on the chapters. Because actually, I kind of do what I call a reverse book report. And by that, I mean, I write out the details of what the book is about, on what details stuck out to me within the book, or what I want to stick out within the book. And then I keep that aside and I utilize all those details. And I try to put those details and pepper them in every once in a while within each chapter. And that way it just kind of organically molds it the way I want it to. So that way, for example, let's say I was writing a story about going to McDonald's. I don't know. Top of my head, and it was a weird day going to McDonald's, I started out in the morning thinking, okay, I'm going to go to McDonald's. Okay, I get there. The burger I want to get, they don't sell it because it's 8:00 in the morning. They're selling breakfast. So the detail I put in there is, okay, I want a burger. I wait all day to get that burger. I get a burger. The burger is crap. I go back the next day for a new burger. I get the burger that I want. That's just like a quick detail thing on that. So I write out each chapter and I keep on doing that as well as I keep on going along. And I kind of go like, okay, well, what kind of funny little interactions can I have while I'm waiting for the burger? So each chapter, I kind of keep that in mind for each detail I have. And I kind of go like, oh, this is the main detail right there. And that's how I write it out. So yes, I do have a master outline. I do have a master Word document. That's what I call it actually, for how I want with my notes in it on how each chapter should go, how each thing should flow. It's kind of like making a flow chart in a sense, but in Word document ways. I hope that answers the question.
Arliss, it's good to see you, brother.
Hey, Arliss. Bill here was just making fun of you.
Arliss had a show yesterday. Looked like it went well. Arliss, but me and Dan were just talking about you a little bit ago. I think Dan's got a question for you. I wasn't exactly making fun of her. Thank you, little one.
Thank you.
My youngest just brought out my key component for tonight's drink. Dan, you're going to appreciate it. It's a coffee drink.
Oh, good. Are you actually going to make the paralyzer properly this time?
Oh, can we save that for Wednesday night? Because I'm off. I got a great schedule this week. I got Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. I'm off Thursday and Friday. If I wasn't working tomorrow, I would go for the paralyzer tonight. Yeah, unfortunately now I got to do that fun thing they call maturity, responsibility. 2 words that we don't like to say here in the bar.
We just call it adulting. That's all we call it.
Adulting. But I tell you what, if you wait Wednesday night,
I have a shirt that says occasional adult.
I almost bought a shirt yesterday at the fair and said I could be. They told me I could be anything I wanted to be, so I chose to be an asshole.
Then.
So what's up? Oh yeah, Arliss is asking what's up, man. Why don't you go ahead and give me your business offer real quick? So real quick.
Oh yeah.
Arliss.
Yeah. So Bill here wants you to sing a song for him.
No, Arliss, we've decided you would be the perfect person to narrate Dan's books. Keyword books.
His 9-book series he's coming up with.
For the audio.
Not 29 like I originally thought he said, but his 9 books. You're going to do the narration. I think you can do it.
Mm-hmm. So I was just sharing it live for you.
I appreciate you. Speaking of, so
I'm telling you, even if I don't see him, I can have my eyes completely closed and I can tell you when he laughs.
oh damn,
I have that.
you like his, she loves your little giggle. You're gonna make him blush.
I have a distinguished giggle. Okay.
He said, "Twinkle, twinkle,
little star."
Oh man,
Nice.
Okay,
what's up?
we need to take a break.
Yes, we are going to take probably our last break of the night, and we'll do a little bit more chit chat, and then we will get back to well, you all know what comes after this show.
Bedtime.
Oh yeah, the playtime. You ever? I never would have thought that going on TikTok, I'd be more high energy like I am. Seeing as how I'm going to be more behaved on that one, so I think it's it's the fact that I've got to be behaved. I have to try. I make up for it with energy. So Chris, if you're still watching, brother, get on TikTok. Yes, it's Another Shot Podcast. Trust me, it's just as fun. So, Kitty Cat.
I want to play either this one or this one.
Let me see. All right, we will do. This is the Southern Outlaw Band with Bullet for Freedom. Guys, we'll be right back. Kitty Cat's got us a brand new overlay.
Stars and stripes so high, eagles soaring, freedom's cry. Brave hearts ready to stand across this noble land. From Scott, the wound he'll bear for the dreams we all share. We've got a promise to keep. Valleys wide and steep. God bless our first responders brave, and the land of the free, home of the brave. God bless our veterans too. America beautiful through and through. From sea to shining sea, we are home. This big sweet land is our home. Freedom's fire burning bright in the darkest
our first responders brave in the land of the free, home of the brave. God bless our veterans too. America beautiful through and through. We are home. This big sweet land is our home. Freedom's fire burning bright in the darkest of the night. When storm clouds dark and gray, we lift our hands to pray for those who take the stand, protecting our motherland. God bless our first responders brave in the land of the free, home of the brave. God bless our veterans too. America beautiful through and through. America beautiful through and through. America beautiful through and through.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Oh, just in time.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, I tell you what, this always wait, what do we got here? Okay, I'm unloading the boat in the truck and everything else. I'll get back on in a little bit. You can get put the message back up if you want.
Oh.
I don't know what that means, but did he try and pop on? Did we miss him? We're Jason, real quick. We're only going to be on for a little bit longer. Tonight was definitely not these guys' fault. I was, I had things going. Then I got to talking instead of doing what I was supposed to do, and then I had to do everything else, and I just kind of completely lost it. So, the fact that Dan come on and we had such an awesome conversation going, dude. We had people asking you questions. So there you go, man.
Mm-hmm.
That right there should tell you. I mean, you're probably going to get some people buying your books here real soon.
That would be awesome.
It's in my cart. I'm ordering it Thursday.
Woo-hoo.
Or possibly tomorrow.
Okay.
We'll figure it out.
Yes.
It's in
More
my
people who
cart.
buy my book means the more I can stay at home, possibly, not have to worry about being at work.
That's exactly. How many times have I said I want this show to go? I'm waiting for that big one to hit. If I could do this full time, if we could do this full time, I couldn't complain. I really couldn't.
Speaking of Dan, what are you doing on Tuesday?
Tuesday.
Aha.
I don't plan that far ahead.
Around 8
Hmm?
around 8 p.m.
And what time is it for you right now? Okay, you're 2 hours ahead of me.
9:46.
We are 9:46 right now. You're 2 hours behind us.
Okay, so 8 p.m. for you would be 6
6
p.m.
p.m.
for me.
6 p.m. So what time
Yeah, so
are you doing 6 p.m. on Tuesday?
nothing.
Yeah, I know what he's doing.
Okay. Well, this week we are a 5-night show. 5 nights because
Starting tonight.
yes, because Tuesday happens to be the first Tuesday of the month.
Oh, nice.
And around here, the first Tuesday of the month is Trina's Trivia Tuesday.
Well, fun fact too, July 1st is also Canada Day.
Okay, I'll see if I can put that into my trivia.
You gonna wear the tuxedo?
I'll wear the Canadian tuxedo. I'll tell you what, I'll do that just for you, okay? Just for the show.
Ah,
I wear the blue jeans. I wear the blue jean jacket.
yes.
Don't forget
I'll
the
even
blue
put
and
on my
purple.
blue tie.
No, I like the one you have on. It's not. My husband's nickname is Blue. His favorite color is blue. My favorite color and my signature color is purple. So you have both of our colors in your tie.
Jerome, you shut your mouth. Get back to work. You got tumblers to sell. What?
Okay, this is Sunday.
What's up?
We forgot to pick him up from work the other night. And when you said get back to work, I'm going, oh, wait, was I supposed to pick him
No,
up?
fair.
I went into panic mode thinking I forgot him again.
No, that'll be tomorrow afternoon. Right?
So, anyways, yeah. I will start posting it tonight. I should probably go ahead and throw something out there. You're an admin on there too. Post something and say, let's not forget Trina's trivia.
I know. Hey, I did do a few things. I changed a few things on our stuff.
Exactly. So you know you can do it.
I know.
Feel free to get on there. I mean, so we would have had a lot more people last time, but neither one of us, we waited to like the very last second. I think we mentioned it once or twice. And then, yeah. So when people didn't show up, it's kind of like, whoops. So, anyways, we have somebody that just popped up right when we were.
We're just getting ready to
We're
call
getting
it.
ready to do the closing act, so just pre-warning you. Let us bring to the stage
Edward.
our good friend from San Antonio with the crazy hair.
Hey, enjoy the show. I had a good time watching, listening, checking it out. Love the bow tie. Keep rocking and rolling, and we'll see y'all next time. All right, guys.
Hey, Edward, stay safe.
Be careful.
Oh,
brother.
hey, it's all good. I'm enjoying the show. It's actually nice to enjoy and sit back and watch from y'all. You know what I mean? And I appreciate it, by the way. And I hope y'all been doing good too, by the way. It's been real hot down here, and I hope you guys stay hydrated, and I hope you guys are still staying safe yourself. You know.
Appreciate you, brother.
All right, hey man, good luck. I enjoyed the show. Thanks, guys. Peace.
See ya. And that was our good friend from San Antonio with a quick.
Okay, I just want to emphasize stay safe, Edward. There was an incident that happened today,
Mass shooting in Idaho.
a mass shooting in Idaho, where somebody called in a fire.
Which there was a fire.
They specifically set a fire just to have EMS arrive, and when they arrived, they were ambushed. 9 firefighters and 2 cops were shot.
And there might be more.
It is still active situation going on. So again, all of my EMS friends and loved ones, even the ones in San Antonio, Texas, please stay safe.
Yeah, definitely. Our heart goes out to the family, to those who've been their lives lost. And to answer another question, 2 questions actually. The link was dropped about 30 minutes ago.
Yep. Way up
Yeah,
here.
it was up there.
Way up here.
They probably had a busier night at the fair tonight, so it's actually a decent day. But Jason, I'm gonna pre-warn you. Yeah, we dropped the link already. We're getting ready to wrap her up here pretty quick.
Yep.
And go on to the next one. No worries, brother. He said I was busy driving and trying to get the boat in my driveway. Dude, I mean, it's nobody's fault. Dude, wasn't like bitching at you.
We
If it's going to be anyone's fault, it's always the host's fault. Remember that.
I'll take full responsibility. It's never the ones behind the camera.
I dropped the dance with us. And Edward found the link because he clicked up there real quick.
That was actually, Dan admitted, dude, that was actually kind of surprising. Like, he's only done that like maybe one or two other times. He pops in just to say hi, and then it's just kind of like, yeah, I'm good.
Appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
He probably just got off work, or, the fact that we just said, hey, we're getting ready to wrap it up.
Sorry.
I don't know, either way. I know this much. I still want to, and we'll promote it as such. Oh, she forgot again. Oh. So Jerome, she does like to forget things, doesn't she? Listen to the voice of God. Here it comes.
In my defense, I worked all day on Friday. I was not the one that took you to work, so I was not the one that knew we had to pick you up from work.
And Dan, we can get away with saying this on this platform. That's a woman for you. Never their fault. Here it comes. Well, she has the energy to do this one. 10-4.
You see, I'm smart enough. I'm not going to say anything.
Hey, what's my moniker? It might be the alcohol talking. All 3 beers. Woof. Kitty cat.
My car has been worse. You can always have what I have, ADHD. Was I supposed to do that today? Nope.
I make list after list after list, and then I can never remember where I put my list.
Sarah's
Well, Kat, I'll tell you this much right here. At least you didn't do what I did one day. I had sticky notes all over the place. I had sticky notes on my door, sticky notes in my bathroom mirror, sticky notes on my whiteboard, sticky notes on my computer screen, sticky notes everywhere. All saying the same thing. Test Monday. I forgot to put on what the test was for. It was for my midterm exam for my philosophy class. Or was my psychology class? Either way, one of the ones that starts with a P.
How do you forget a midterm, regardless?
I'm very absent-minded.
I'm sorry, I had to chime in there.
So no, I do get that because I used to live by my sticky notes, literally, and I would have them all over my house until my children got big enough to start grabbing them and moving them around the house on me. And then they started using my sticky notes for their own notes. And then I couldn't remember whose notes were whose. So I gave up on the whole sticky note thing. I make lists. I carry tablets with me at all times. And I even have 4 different notepads inside my phone. And I'm never without my phone. You think I ever remember to look at the notes?
Oh, we rattled her. The poor girl. To be fair, too, Arliss isn't the only one that stays busy. Now, I'm one, I keep myself busy. This woman, I figure out between the, if you were just picked between me, Arliss, and her, is one of those ones that, at the end of the day, girl, I appreciate that you do find a way to make the time to come in here and do this.
One here, one there.
And still forgets.
I forget it. I do it. Last night.
Yeah.
But guys,
Blue does forget everything.
But
I made sure he wouldn't forget our kids' birthdays. I even had them tattooed on him. So then he wouldn't forget their birthdays.
that's we're not gonna go depressing. We love Blue. But guys, this was fun. Dan, I keep saying we're going to do it. I'm back, just making the announcement of the next release, July 18th. All I got is time and beer. Oh. Now you're tugging at my heartstrings. So I would like to, for Monday Night Bartender tomorrow night. Arliss, I'm going to ask you now. Dan, I would like to invite you both to come on and be my special guest tomorrow night.
Sure.
So,
Am I bringing the watermelon?
sure.
What
let's
time
get
though?
Watermelon. We'll go ahead and we'll do the fun stuff. And
Hang on, I had to, just so you know, I had to remember here because I had to help my neighbor out tomorrow, my friend. So it depends on what time you want. You're gonna do this.
probably the same time. We're gonna try and go on about 8, but knowing us, we'll go on just a little bit later.
Okay.
We say 8. It's never 8.
Our advertisement says 8.
It's 7 and then you're on by
8's a guideline.
It's a suggestion. That's what I think of the speed limit.
Yeah, if you guys would like, I would like both you guys to come on and be my special guest that night. Honestly, in a perfect world, I'd love to have both those guys here sometime. Or maybe I get my passport and go live from Canada.
That would be fun. We have a good bar over here. You can go do live in.
8.
Eh?
Mhm.
That's it first. I love it.
I love it up there. I do.
I've never been.
We were.
Really?
Arliss, if you've been, I'm sure Arliss has been to Canada. He's had to.
We went up there for. It was before you had to have a passport, though.
Yeah, Niagara Falls.
We went up there for our honeymoon 21 years ago.
I tried so hard. I found the perfect hotel. It was for our anniversary. I was getting ready to book it. And when I started to book it, that's when I realized I started getting in. One of the questions that came up, do you have a passport? I'm like, why do I need a passport? So I logged out, I got out of that, went back and looked, and it was on the Canadian side of Niagara Falls. Now, I don't know why I've never done it. It used to be all you had to do was show your driver's license and they let you go over as long as you came back in the same day or something along those lines. But the big C changed all of that.
Oh, it was before COVID that you had to have a passport.
Wasn't that back at like when they changed it back in what was it called 9/11? After 9/11, that's when they changed it.
No.
And it was, I think
No,
it was
after that
it
because
was after 9/11 because
Stephen and I got married in 2004 and we managed to over there and we stayed for 4 days. We were supposed to be there 3 days, but we ended up staying an extra day.
I had an opportunity to go over, and I kept saying I didn't have my passport, so I'm thinking it's another country. Obviously you're going to need a passport. They're like, no, all you need is a driver's license. And for some reason, I never went through with it. I didn't go. I don't know why. And of course, we've been going over from Another Shot podcast. What? We got a comment come up that's not showing up on either one.
Well, that one right there, Another Shot podcast, was showing up on YouTube.
Yeah, but that always shows up on my end. That's weird. What's it? Can anybody read that? Because it's in the small comments.
That's just our link.
Why did it pop up now? That's as random as it gets.
Somebody shared it or something because it was up here just fine.
But yeah, 9/11
See,
did
right
change
there.
it. 9/11 did change it, but
it didn't go into effect until later because again, we got married in 2004. 9/11 was before that.
and I don't see any reason why they couldn't, reinstill that policy. Show us the driver's license. I mean, even if they want to say, hey, give us birth something. Show us, 2 forms of identification. We'll let you go over, and all you got to do is just sign this. Here you go. I would love to go up there, but the fun part is where this gentleman's at, as you know, he's just
It's a little further than over the border.
yeah. It's not exactly. We would be on the Toronto side of everything. So man, that would be oh my god. What?
I don't know, Jerome.
Jerome said it's 10 o'clock. I was fucking good. Talk.
Oh. But yeah, I'd love to go up to Canada sometime. I really would. Just something out of the The hard part is talking Sarah into it because you know how I don't want to say anal, but OCD about
Yeah, wax museums.
she's not a fan of having to send in your birth certificate. Now bear in mind she's from Tennessee, so if she sends in her original birth certificate, she has to go back get in contact with Tennessee again to have them send her up another copy. And a lot of places want the original. And I've heard from multiple people when you send in your original copy, chances are they're not going to send it back. They keep it. So I don't know. I don't have my passport. I'd like to have my passport. We're going to need it whenever, everybody goes across the pond for a tour.
Arliss is paying for that trip, right?
100. He's already said.
Well, you see, that's where you get a fire.
We're on the personal jet with him.
Well, that's perfect. Who needs a passport? You just put yourself in the cargo hold. There you go.
Oh yeah.
No.
Well, you're gonna be right there with us. You know how to stay warm in the winter, so I mean, there you go. Arliss. I mean, you got a fucking entourage going with you now. London, England, all those fun places over there where you have to be 18 to drink. Oh, maybe I'll take Connor. I'd be scared. I tell you what, I don't want to see that kid. I've tried my best to keep the party aspect, but guys, on that note, yeah, tomorrow night, then if you want, you can either do it like you do. I'll post the link ahead of time, or if you want, shoot me a message with your email. Arliss, we already got yours. We'll send you guys both the link. That way, all you gotta do is just click on it, and we'll have you guys ahead of time, ready and go. Ready to go. All that fun stuff, and we'll see where it goes from there. And Dan, have all your book information. Guys, make sure you pay attention. Bobby, I know you. Bobby's really good for coming up with some of the best questions. And let's just have it'll be a Pennsylvania, Ohio, Canadian, takeover. So on that note, guys, we've had an awesome time tonight. Jerome, I know you're chomping at the bit. Dan, while we are doing this, if you can go ahead and reach out to some people, let's see if we can blow it up tonight. And no, you do the other one first, then this one. Or
I can't do that because that one.
oh, you already got the outro set up.
Yeah.
Just switch on.
Switch it.
Switch on.
All right.
Well, see, the fun
Keep
part.
talking to him.
So Ninja, when he did, he sent us all this awesome stuff. He's redone our intro, our outro, and everything. The only thing he did not do, and this is something we're working on trying to do, is mesh some stuff together. Other than that, Kat kind of has to do the whole time it perfect. You know what I mean? So he already told us, the one thing he doesn't do is he doesn't combine them. He gives us all the tools we need to do it, but
Somebody didn't send them to me on my computer for me to splice them
no,
together.
I didn't. I've been a little bit busy this weekend. You know what it's like. I'm getting back into the swing of things. So, guys, my final shot of the night. Actually, Dan, you got a final shot? Something to leave everybody with? Promote the book? Something? Anything? Something positive?
Oh yeah, I got something positive.
Give it.
Mm-hmm. Actually, what did I do with that book of mine? I wrote this down just so you know. So I got bored the other day and I actually wrote something down, which was actually a very good positive thing.
Oh, I like it. Kitty Cat's already on the ball.
There we go. Kindness isn't something you give to just friends and family, but to everyone. Respect isn't earned, but it's given without expectation. Generosity isn't always about giving money or giving things away. It can also be uplifting and being an open ear to someone. It's also just considered generosity. Life in general should be cherished.
We should have given him Feed the Ducks on that one. Oh, I love it. Feed the Ducks is a background music in case you're wondering what we were talking about. Oh, wait. No, Cat's going to give you a little something. give the wave.
Now, here's a fun fact, actually, about that. What I just wrote, what I read right there. I wrote that late last night when I woke up. And I woke up for a different reason I don't wish to share right now. But I woke up and I was like, okay. Oh, I just thought something. So that was a fresh, unedited writing charge your mind.
I like that, dude. I mean, just
I learned years ago, I'm up and down throughout the night. And if I wake up and something's, I keep a tablet right beside my bed and a pen. I may not be able to read it in the morning when I wake up because I don't turn the light on or anything. I just start scribbling.
You just pencil with it.
Yeah, I just start scribbling. And then I wake up in the morning and go, what was I thinking? Oh, this is supposed to go here. Oh, this is supposed to go there. Oh, that's what it says.
I do the same thing, guys. I wake up in the middle of the night. My brain will start running a mile a minute, and I'm like, oh, I forgot to do so. I don't want to forget this. I'll write it down. Here's the problem. Then I lose the paper. Where did I put it? It's a vicious cycle.
Yeah, but you see, now we got something that's called a phone. And on a phone,
I
it
do
comes
the
with
same.
notepads and whatnot.
I usually put all my appointments, and dates I want to remember in my phone. Cat's good for that, but I guess for my final shot, shit,
I have notes.
I see that.
But again, whether I remember to look at the notes is another story.
I think you got a final shot, Pretty. You got a last shot.
Not tonight, other than stay safe.
Stay safe. Guys, check us out tomorrow night for our Monday Night Open Bartender. Hopefully everything works out. I'm going to have a special guest, Dan Lee and Arliss Walker, the Southern Outlaw Band, joining us. Dan, make sure you got your book and everything because I think I'm going to want you to read a snippet. Just something to give everybody a taste. So if you got questions, bar night's going to be a good one. And it's going to be a good recipe. Tuesday night. First Tuesday of the month. Guys, mark your calendars. Trina's Trivia. And this is the big one, guys. We need one more, and then after that, it's going to be the Tournament of Champions. So everybody that has won out of the 4 will battle each other. And then the prize, I guess, gets a big kiss from Blue.
So, Kat, I'm going to be missing Tuesday, apparently.
No, I already have a prize in mind. And it is not a kiss from Blue or myself.
Oh, I was hoping. Blue, I love you. Wednesday night is our Wednesday night open bar, guys. It's always open talk. Most of our shows are open talk.
Mm-hmm.
Thursday. Our Thursday night shots.
Thoughts
Thursday night thoughts and shots. Good Lord, I am just all on it tonight. And then, of course, we have Sunday night, our Sunday night weekend hangover. That's an easy one to remember. I don't know why. We got one quick comment, real quick. That was a little redundant. Or we got one quick comment, real quick. Who we got?
Blue's like, yeah, F that shit.
Oh, F what?
A kiss from Blue being the prize.
Well, maybe he wanted the kiss from Blue and not you. Who knows?
Nobody's getting a kiss from me.
I do on occasion, right here. Guys, my final shot. I mean,
Cat, here's the thing though. He doesn't specify what type of kiss. He just wants a kiss from you. So get him a Hershey's Kisses. There you go.
Hey, that would work.
I wouldn't complain about that either. It's one of my favorite candies. I'm going to use a quote from one of my favorite movies, Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Life moves kind of fast. If you don't stop and take a look, you'll miss it. That's my final shot, guys. I guess I'm going to drink my shot early. Guys, thanks for coming on. Dan, I'm sure you're going to be popping on the next one. We'll see you here in about 5 minutes.
Sounds good.
Shoot it out there to Apocalypse Ninja. Let's see if we can get those guys on there. Arliss, guys, get it out there. Looking forward to seeing you guys. And just remember, everything we say on this show is just our opinion. But then again,
It might just be the alcohol talking.
love you, Cat. Love you guys. We'll see you all in a little while.
Thank you for stopping in and listening to the Another Shot podcast. We shared some drinks, stories, and laughs. But it's time to say goodnight. Join us next time on Another Shot podcast.
If you're looking for a party, then man, have you found it? Now the shot is coming raw and unbounded. The whiskey's always talking and the beer's overflowing. Now the shot is gonna hit you with the mind overloading. The bar is always open with no inhibitions. Another shot will leave your sensories twitching. Just remember, everything we say is just our opinion. But then again, it might be